Oh, here we are again. This time I'm in my friend's workshop. As you can see, we're missing a gearbox. Oh, look, what have we here? A gearbox in bits. It's actually, most of it is in relatively good condition. The main bearing on the main shaft, like what would be a sleeve gear sort of thing, is completely cream crackered. You can see on, if I can find the right, here, will it focus? This, it's cups and cones, and this race here is totally shot at. And the interesting thing is, all these bearings that have come out, there's a couple of them, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, get it to focus. The flat, they're like lozenge shapes. Look at that, that should be a perfect spherical ball bearing, and it's kind of definitely seen better days, so need to replace them. The lay shaft is a cage roller at each end. The one you can see there in the gearbox case, it feels a little bit rough and not too great. The one here in the outer cover seems okay. When you put the lay shaft in, there's a little bit of play, but not a lot. And then the most interesting thing of all is, I found this. This came out of the gearbox, a broken bit of something. It's like, oh my god, what we're going to find in here, nightmare. Anyway, we found nothing. The only thing we can think of is this here has obviously been repaired at some stage. You can see where that's been blasted over. The whole, this is the part of the kickstart mechanism. This is probably a factory job because it's quite a neat riveting, whereas this has just been blasted over with a hammer. I think this must be a piece of the original one that's broken off and been replaced, but whoever's done it hasn't cleaned the inside of the gearbox out properly, because this was rattling around in the bottom. It's the only thing we can think of as to where it came from. So that's gearbox in its component parts. Like I say, it's in relatively good condition, new bearings, and it should be okay. The clutch, interesting clutch plates, steel plates, they're okay. Little bit tarnished, but they'll clean up nicely. And these friction plates are cork inserts with, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but it looks like brass, bits of brass or something inside the cork, probably to give it that extra bit of friction. But these are all, they're just loosely pushed in. These will all need replacing. As you can see, some of them are split, some of them are quite knackered, some of them are missing, but other than that, relatively okay. I haven't took this apart yet, but there's a bearing in here that again is probably cream crackered. I can feel lots of play. You might be able to see just that bit of end float, and it feels rough. And take that apart, and that's probably going to need replacing as well. But that's yesterday evening's job, was just to strip the gearbox down and see what we could see. And now I'm going to set to with an old paintbrush and some petrol and clean it all up. So I'll just keep up to date with what's going on, and just make a quick record of jobs as they get done. Rightio.